So, welcome back everybody to DeaWey Gaming. Now, today isn't going to be a gameplay video or a walkthrough or a let's play or a reaction video. Today is a rant video. Now, I have recently just gathered some information on EA and one of their most recent interviews and their take on Anthem. Now, apparently, they are blaming the players, us, for the failure of Anthem. They're blaming us because, in their words, not exactly, because I don't remember the exact words because they threw all this bullshit in there, but in their words, the game was created for certain players, for certain players who play the game a certain way. Now, that doesn't make any sense because they released a bunch of information and teasers on the game explaining that this would be a not version of Destiny, more like the next big game. Like, it would be a huge story-based game, a game you can play with your friends, an action RPG, all this shit. And they're saying that that's not the direction they were taking. And keep in mind, they released this information a year before the game's release. So, they're saying we expected the wrong things out of the game. By the way, this is Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. I just got it today. I might be doing some videos on it. I don't know. I won't be doing the entire game, but I might do a few videos on it. Anyways, back to the subject. Yeah, they're blaming us, saying we expected too much. Yeah, we did expect a lot, because this is what you told us we were gonna get. You told us we were gonna get all this shit, and we didn't get it. So don't be blaming us for something that you said you were gonna do. And the new expansion, Cataclysm, they put out, I think it was a beta, but they let us play the game for a little bit, and it was amazing. Like, it was so real, and there was this like huge lightning storm, and it looked like the end of the world, and it was amazing. Now, when it actually came out and you got to play it, I didn't play it myself. I watched gameplay of it, but what we actually saw was this bland, unrealistic game. It looked exactly like what we've had, except it actually looked worse. When you were flying, let me put it this way, there was no storm. There was no realistic graphics. It looked like a faded graphic color of like PS2 kind of graphic thing. And you were flying around, and the closest thing you got to storm was when you're flying around, you experience more wind resistance than you normally would. There was like wind all around you and shit, which is nowhere near what they previewed in the beta. So once again, they showed us what they were going to give us, and they failed to deliver. And they have the gall to blame us, the players, for Anthem's failure. Fuck off, EA. Fuck off. And I understand BioWare had some, BioWare worked on the game too. But these promises and these ultimate decisions were made by the EA office. Now, I have information that BioWare was the one that initially took flying out of the game, because they wanted to focus on more important things rather than just flying. Now, I do enjoy flying in the game. It's the best part of the game. But I would rather have most of the game be amazing, be really good, than rather than just the flying be good. So, I, and at the end of this video that I watched, they asked the watchers, what could bring you back to Anthem? Is it still worth playing? And what, if not, what could bring you back into it? No, it's not worth playing. I've already deleted it from my system. I will never be downloading it again. The only way that that would ever happen is if the game was recreated from the ground up. Only, and only then, only if EA would step down and let BioWare do the game. If BioWare did the game from ground up with their own ideas and redid the Cataclysm expansion. And even then, I would have to be seeing some good feedback from players and some good reviews to even give it a shot. Now, that's my take on the whole thing. Honestly, it just baffles me that EA would blame, or no, it was EA. EA would blame us for Anthem's failure. It's your game. You worked on it for 10 years, and you couldn't make it good enough to keep players playing. Yeah, there's still players playing, but those are hardcore BioWare fans that want to support the game. And even then, I've seen people's take on the game that people that still play it, and they say it's not even worth it. They do not enjoy the game. The only reason they play it is because it's something to do, and they want to support their favorite company. It has nothing to do with EA whatsoever, as far as that part goes. So, to everybody that has bought the game, I sincerely apologize. I myself spent $90 on the pre-order edition, or I don't remember what edition it was called, but it was the biggest pre-order there was, and it was $90. And after that couple, maybe 3 weeks, I deleted the game. I beat all the missions. They hadn't added anything after that. Even if they had, it's not worth playing. I went back to Destiny 2 because they just added a bunch of shit to it. They just put out a new pre-order expansion for the game, so I'm probably gonna get that instead of Anthem. But to everybody out there who bought Anthem, I'm really sorry. It's not my game per se, but from a gamer's point of view, I feel sorry for you. I'm really sorry. And anybody who hasn't bought the game, who's thinking about getting the game, do not get this game. If you do not have Destiny 2, go get Destiny 2 Forsaken. If you already have Destiny 2 and you don't have the new expansion yet, go pre-order the new expansion. It is well more worth it than Anthem will ever be. Now, having said that, I am moving on to EA's interview. Now, I can't explain the entire thing. I'm just going to give a little bits here and there. Basically, they were talking about loot boxes, and they called them, basically, they said, well, they're not called loot boxes. They're called, surprise mechanics. I'm like, are you fucking serious? You're renaming the fucking name of the game, not name of the game, name of the loot boxes, just so you can get away with doing loot boxes. Are you fucking idiots? And you could tell the people that was interviewing them, that was discussing them with this, wasn't buying their shit. They were baffled by the shit they were spouting. And honestly, I was too. I was like, holy shit. And the chick that was representing EA, you could tell as she was saying these words that she did not believe the words that she was saying. She didn't believe them herself. She was just trying to, not get in trouble by the higher ups. Now, if you don't believe me about this, I will leave both links to both videos in the description below. Like I said, sorry if you bought Anthem. I feel your pain, I bought it too. And if you haven't, go back by Destiny Forsaken and the expansion. It'll be way more worth it than this Anthem bullshit will ever be. Anyways, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, people. Later.